Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of trading coming or not coming to this game. But before we get started on that, I want to point out this game's Discord, which I'm on the page of now. If you scroll all the way down to game support, there's an ideas section. If you have any ideas about the game, things to add, change, remove, or anything like that, just post them here. And then we have an idea voting section. Various people put them here and people vote on them, ups and downs and so on. And then the developers respond to them. It's a moderately slow process, but it is a good idea to post any ideas you have here. And the one we're going to be talking about has cropped up a lot lately, and that is trading. Now there are many different kinds, well yeah, there are, I guess, many different kinds of trading. But we're going to be talking about one in particular, and that is Pokemon to Pokemon trading. You can have item, Pokemon Diamond, but we're talking about Pokemon today. There are three standings. Bad for developer, good for the game, good for the player. It's bad for the developer, as they would, by definition, earn less money, as the players wouldn't need to themselves go out and fundamentally buy a Pokemon. Like completing this event to get this guy and then trading him. It's good for the game, as it creates a form of economy, rarity. And it's good for the players, as there's plenty of Pokemon that aren't actually attainable for certain people. But with that said, I do believe that it would be a good idea. But that also depends on how it's implemented. So everything beyond this point is just my opinion, and my opinion may change or mold over time as I discuss this with other people and whatnot. But I believe there should be heavy restrictions on trading. And by that I mean, let's look at my Pokemon. So my Mewtwo is an SS+, and it's red, and it's a +9. So we're going to look at those three factors in particular. I believe that rarity, like SS+, should be able to be traded with SS+. It makes sense, it's very linear. I also believe, and this is just my opinion again, that trained Pokemon, so anyone, like my Mew is useless because it's trained level 60 and it has stars and all that jazz, shouldn't be traded either. So you'd need to rebirth the Pokemon. Level 1, base level. No Power Stones, no held items, no whatever the hell this thing is. Absolutely nothing. It's just a clean Pokemon, like I don't know, my Nidoking. Nidoking has nothing, never had anything done to it. So no IV changes, base, friendship, and so on and so on and so on. And if this was to be traded, it could be traded for another, let's say a D Pokemon, or a yellow Pokemon, depending on what restrictions you put on that itself. But yes, I do believe there should be restrictions. Open trading, I think, would ruin this game. So if I could put up a trade, and let's say I want to get rid of my Mew, but I'll only accept a Darkrai. That is a bad trade, and it gets considerably worse the lower you go. So let's say I want to get rid of a Persian, but I also want a Darkrai. That's a bad trade. That shouldn't happen. So there does need to be some sort of restriction placed upon it. Now, I may not be articulating this the way I want, as I don't have bullet points or a script, and kind of just rambling off as I don't do any cuts or anything like that. But yeah, I do believe trading would be a good idea. But that is heavily dependent on how it's implemented and the restrictions around it. So, I've had people mention that it should be completely open. You can trade any Pokemon for any Pokemon. As I mentioned just before, I believe that to be a horrible idea. But then on the other hand, it makes sense, in a sense, being a Pokemon game is in the Pokemon games and the like. You can trade any Pokemon for any Pokemon. But this isn't like any Pokemon game, so there's that. You also have the developer view, and it's backwards, but I understand their point of view. And I'm not quoting the statement, but it was something along the lines of it would be hard because of the potential bugs. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And that is, I think, the wrong way of looking at it. If you're looking at the idea of potential bugs being an issue, then you wouldn't have a game, period. You wouldn't have events like the shop, in which you could buy them and then not receive the Pokemon, or really anything. Not being able to collect your daily login. A guild in server 48 wasn't able to enter the guild contest. They couldn't attain any stars throughout the entire one that just passed. Obviously, bug, but that's no reason not to have the entire guild contest. Same thing applies to purchasing diamonds. Plenty of people have issues in games with purchasing methods. Receiving items, not receiving items, being delayed, and so on. So that isn't a great reason as to not have trading, but I do understand the point of view. Now, financially, for a business, trading isn't a good thing. It just isn't. So one heavy restriction that I personally had to alleviate this to a point was one-to-one trading. And by that I mean Mewtwo's mine, and well, the Pokemon are, obviously, because there's no trading in the game. I'm the original owner, the OT, as it would be in games. So the Pokemon's mine. Okay, that makes sense. It's very simple to understand. But I believe a Pokemon can be only traded once. So if I trade my Mewtwo to someone else, whoever it may be, for whatever Pokemon I receive, let's say I get a Rattata, my Mewtwo becomes locked for them, so now they can't trade it themselves. Now, people may hate this or like this, but I do think it's a reasonable restriction considering that this is a pay-to-win game. And it is. But I also believe that it would be a good thing to have trading. But at what level, what cost? Should trading itself have a cost? Should it be limited in the reach of the trade? So could you trade within the server? Or if you've had a merge, the server bracket? Or would it be global trading across any server? So it's very nuanced and a lot of different factors to take into account. But yes, once again, I believe that not only could it be implemented in a positive way, but that it would most definitely benefit the game. But once again, that's not necessarily what developers are after. And as players, we don't necessarily ask for the things we actually want. They could implement trading the way we want it, and we could hate it completely. Want it removed, want it changed, want something. So everyone is to blame with any decision making, whether it's positive or negative. We could ask for completely open trading, and then we find out it's completely broken. Well, that's our fault because we asked for that. So I think a discussion should be had about the positives and negatives and potential of trading. As I've seen some people just say bring trading or trading when, but that doesn't actually add to the discussion. So I'm just posting this video because I've been off for a few days. I was a little sick. I have a few more ready. But yeah, I'm just posting this video to get your thoughts and just to get my own thoughts and ideas just condensed into one video for future review to see if I've changed my opinion or mind on any of the things that I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. I pretty much said everything that I want to. If anything changes, I'll probably make another video. But thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.